Hello, Beatle friends. Craig here. Want to do a quick update with my singles and EPs. I just want to start. Let's get right to the brass tacks here. First one I wanted to go over is, do you want to know a secret? Thank you, girl. Here's the sleeve. What's just really kind of cool about this sleeve, if you've ever held this one, it feels more like a paper bag. So when you're looking for like this, because there are counterfeits out there, you want to make sure that it feels like a brown paper bag. That's how what it feels like. So here is the other side, kind of the same exact thing. And then we've got a single. Here you go. It has, this variant has the thin print. I guess it's more like a thin, thick print, if that makes sense. There you go. Alright, next one up on the list. I showed this in my last video, or one of my last ones. It's a very hard to find, well, it's hard to find, but it's hard to find on the for the West Coast variants. So, and you can tell by the West Coast, as we did before, was the thumb tab. But what's really cool is I actually got its counterpart of the record, which is right here. I'll cry instead. I'm so used to the A Hard Day's Night. There you go. And there's the West Coast variant with the BMI, the blocky BMI. Let's flip it over. Just happy to dance with you. Next one. Again, this one is hard to find in the West Coast. It's rare on the West Coast because they didn't make as many on the West Coast as much as the East Coast. But here is If I Fell and I Love Her. Of course, it has the thumb tab. And to go along with it, let's remove this so the camera can focus. Here is its counterpart, and you can tell it's a West Coast with the BMI, blocky BMI. First pressings of this will have the UNART, or the UNART, United Artist. Second pressings won't have that. They'll just say McLean Music. Same thing with Happy Just to Dance With You. Has the same thing. You're going to want to look for that UNART or UNART. Okay, next one. Another West Coast. Matchbox, Slow Down. Again, it's rare on the West Coast because they didn't make as many as the East Coast variants. And here's the matching record. Oh, I guess I should show the other side too. There's that, Slow Down. Okay. And here is the record. And here are the blocky letters. Very, very good pressings of these singles, that's for sure. So let's go ahead here. Alright, next one I want to show you. I got another copy of this, and I went over last time with you guys, was Get Back. I got a better conditioning one. Didn't really want to peel off the sticker because I believe this was actually in a jukebox. But this is a first pressing. Of course, it's Get Back. Camera focuses here. Hopefully it does. And then I don't know if you can see it. There's no running time. There it goes. No running time on both sides. That one's a little easier to see. Now this came with the Beatles on Apple sleeve. I'm going to put it over here. This came with the Beatles on Apple. There was only the first pressings of this only had, or the first pressings of the Apple ones came with a picture sleeve. If they didn't, they came with this Apple sleeve. So the only ones that actually didn't have a picture sleeve on Apple were Hey Jude, Get Back, and Something. And then the rest, the first pressings actually came with a picture sleeve with them. So let's go on to the next one. Okay, next one is Something. This is a first press West Coast version. Comes with the Beatles on Apple. This is another one that didn't have a picture sleeve. And then Come Together. Now what's really quite interesting, when I was looking at this, how to tell if a Capitol made this or the contract, like a subcontract plant made it. If you look on the rim print right here, show you here. If you look right here, there's supposed to be seriations if it was a Capitol manufactured record. Right here, you can tell it's a subcontract because on the rim print here, or right about out the rim print on the red dead wax, there's no seriations, no little teeth marks. So let me show you the Get Back one, because that one is actually a Capitol one. See if you can see it. We can get it on. If you can see those seriations, that means that this was manufactured by Capitol or Apple Records. The other one, you can tell there's no seriations at all. So that's a way to tell if you had a Capitol manufactured one or a subcontract place. The last Apple one I got was The Long and Winding Road, backed with, oh, gotta take it out here, For You Blue. Okay, and here is, let me take this out first so the camera can focus. So here is the record label. This is the East Coast pressing. If you can find a West Coast pressing of this for the sleeve, it is actually very collectible and very valuable. They didn't make too many of the West Coast versions. So and of course, see, as you can tell, it's a straight cut. So you're going to want to look for the same thing, the little tabby right there. So the last couple of things I wanted to show. First, what was in here is the souvenir of their visit to America. Really nice condition. I already framed it and I was like, I don't really want to take it out of the frame. So it's almost, well, it's exactly the same as the Do You Want to Know a Secret sleeve, except this is in color. So, and then here is the record. Really nice condition. I mean, whoever had this did not play it at all. And then first presses of this record are going to have all the same title fonts. So Ask Me Why, Anna, they're all the same size. If you find one that's bigger, then that's a second pressing, or a later pressing, I should say. So they kind of, VJ emphasized like Ask Me Why in huge blocky, like really big letters. So that's a second pressing. So this is the Brackets logo. They did come with the oval logo as well. And the last one I wanted to show was the 4 by the Beatles. Very nice record. This one was really good condition. I got with it. So the record. Here's the record. And this is a East Coast version, because you can tell, see how the BMI is different. And here is the other side. All right. Well, that's my update today. Look forward to new updates in the future. If you have any questions, please comment below and I will definitely answer them. Take care now.